Hey, oncers, it's Minx, and it's that time again for another Once Upon a Time review. This time I'm doing episode 7 of season 6. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it first. As always, spoilers ahead, yada yada. Um, this episode was charming centric. Um, it focused mainly on Snow and David, including a past scene that to me felt kind of contrived and felt like they're running out of ideas on how to connect them, going along with their "I will always find you" thing, which if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I fucking hate that. Um, it annoys the hell out of me. Um, but yeah, so it was very charming centric with a few smattering of bits thrown in of other characters. Just enough to make it interesting, pretty much. Um, so in Storybrooke time, we've got the evil queen threatening to kill the town and the townsfolk if Snow and David don't give up their shared heart to her. The way she's going to do that is with a bottle of water from the River of Lost Souls from the underworld, which she got from Gold, because they're in cahoots. Um, and so it kind of is this, what do we do? Do we give up our hearts? Does she finally win after all this time? Or, because we can't let the town die? It's kind of a mortality thing. They kind of have like this episode of, what mortality means, what's it going to feel like? How do we save everybody? In the parallel story, in the Enchanted Forest, we've got David, who is on his mom's farm with the addition of a dog named Wilby, who was the cutest little thing ever. Is the cutest dog, and it's also the first time we've ever seen this dog. So it's like what happened to him in prior scenes that we've had on the farm. It's like we've never seen this dog before. Not to mention the fact that he's like the best, sheepdog ever, apparently. Um, and he goes on a journey to sell the farm. At the same time, we've got Snow making a journey to the same place to try and get away from the woodcutter, who is apparently a oh, what was it, headhunter, pretty much, who normally kills werewolves, but this time, he's after Snow. Um, I don't know. The parallel story to me just seemed really contrived, and I just don't even know. I don't even know what they're doing on this show anymore. Anyway, he ends up running into David and meets the sheepdog, and decides, wow, that this dog I can use to help track down Snow. So he essentially knocks out um, David with some sort of like concoction in drink form, and then after he passes out, he uses the sheepdog to find Snow, which apparently they're all within like so many yards of each other. Um, the dog finds Snow. He ends up capturing her, throwing her in his lockbox on the back of on his wagon. And then David wakes up and is like, Wilby, where the fuck's my dog? And follows the dog and then tries to save her and gets into a fight with the dude and then ends up killing the dude. Like, way too easy. Just, way too easy. Um, in present time, they learn of a magical sapling that was born from, from true love, um, that could have the potential power to kill, like, trap the evil queen. And so they're going in search of this. They find it. The evil queen finds them, takes it away from them, breaks it, crushes it up, whatever. Um, when they touch it, they had flashbacks of their entire relationship, including scenes that they didn't know, that it was so and so, it was so contrived, and I hated it. Um, this episode ended really cool. I like the twist at the end, but leading up to that, I wasn't really enjoying myself watching it. Um, they willingly give up their shared heart to the evil queen, and she pops him back in her chest, putting a sleeping curse on Snow, on her heart specifically. And now, whenever one of them's awake, the other one has to be sleeping because they share the same heart, so they're sharing the same curse. So it's like, all right, how you guys gonna get out of this one? But I thought that twist was really cool. It was a good way to end it. Um, but the majority of the episode, it just was really contrived, and I was hoping for more. I think the evil queen just being the evil queen is not entertaining. I like it. I think it's more entertaining and worthwhile when it's Regina fighting her inner demons, kind of a thing, than it is to have them completely separate. And I'm getting that feeling the longer we go on with them separated. So I'm hoping at some point they actually do rejoin the evil queen into Regina. I'm hoping that's kind of like the final thing that they do. But with that said, I'm gonna give this episode a C minus. Uh, it was okay, but it wasn't all that great. The twist at the end saved it from being any further down on the scale. But we'll see where they go from here. Hopefully they start going up, because I'm starting to get kind of disappointed in this. If you liked this review, please click the like button down there. Leave me a comment. Actually, on a special comment, tell me what you think, how you think they're gonna break the curse on David and Snow. I want to know, what do you think? How do you think it's gonna happen? Are they going to be able to break it, or are they just forever going to be going back and forth? With that said, click that little red button down there that says subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And I guess I'll see you guys next week. Later, Oncers.